Now here's a question I get asked. Why hasn't medication solved the problem of premature ejaculation yet, like Viagra did for ED? Good question. If medication can make erections happen reliably and with very few side effects, then surely medication can delay orgasm, at least for a few minutes. Well, pharmaceutical companies, they're on it. They know the demand and the massive market for such a pill. 30% of men struggle with early ejaculation to some degree. But PE is actually a bigger challenge for scientists. Take this study from 2020, for example, where they tested a potential pill that's been developed by GlaxoSmithKline, which is a huge player in the pharmaceutical world. Now, this was reported in the Journal of Sexual Medicine and the good old Daily Mail. Researchers looked at 35 men with premature ejaculation aged between 18 and 50, and they were asked to masturbate about a week before starting the treatment, and then again after receiving a placebo or a real pill. During the masturbation sessions, patients were shown 20 minutes of a natural history or geography program. They were then shown 10 minutes of pornography that involved vaginal and oral intercourse. A signal instructed the subjects to start masturbating and told them to continue doing so until they reached orgasm. The participants were asked to press a pedal at the start of masturbation and then again at the time of ejaculation. A pedal in case they were using both hands, I guess. Don't know. They were asked to self-collect a semen sample and show it to an investigator sitting in an adjoining room. So they were doing all this knowing someone sitting in the room next door waiting for them to finish. And why the semen sample, I wonder? To prove they weren't cheating the system. Now this is very precise testing, but the geography program and the pedals and the waiting and the semen sample, it doesn't really emulate real sex, does it? They could have sent the guys home after watching the geography program, maybe, to have sex with their partners and then fill out a questionnaire or something like that. That's a more common research method, but of course it's unreliable too. And that's the thing with testing PE medications. It's really difficult. By the way, in the Daily Mail comments section, Rathpo, 1964, from Weston-super-Mare, said, "I'm not taking anything that drags things out for a second longer than absolutely necessary." In case you're wondering, the medication being tested was known as GSK 958108, and it's one of the drugs that aims to temporarily affect serotonin levels to slow things down. And actually, the results were pretty positive. The men given the smaller dose lasted 16% longer, and those given the bigger dose lasted 77% longer. So why can't we buy this in Boots yet? It worked! Anything like this goes through years of testing, and that's mostly due to risks and side effects. And that's the other big problem with these medications. In this test, 4 of the men had minor side effects. 3 felt drowsy, 1 had a headache, 1 got tinnitus, because serotonin plays a role in lots of bodily functions, you see. So we have to be really careful when we fiddle with it. And that's a common problem with duloxetine and the other antidepressant medications that are currently taken to help with PE. They raise serotonin levels, that delays orgasm for a while, but the side effects often outweigh the benefits. So yeah, that's why there's no Viagra for PE yet, but it's not all bad. Unlike erectile dysfunction, there's more we can do with this issue than just medication. PE is a frustrating issue, but it's actually easier to self-help than ED probably is and was. I hope this answers the questions a bit, and thank you for watching.